Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome to English TV Live. It's your teacher Diana here. Today I have a special plan. I want to go to the botanical garden and take you with me. So I've never really been that keen on gardening and plants as such. However, recently something has switched in my mind and I've become pretty much obsessed with any kind of plants. Frankly, I think if I had to really say exactly what I'm interested in, that would probably be the leaf itself. I'm not very much of a blossom girl. Don't care for blossoms. They come and they go. I care about the leaves. The more intricate, the more colourful and interesting and odd looking the leaf is, the more interested I am in the plant. Anyway, so today we're heading to the garden. I should add, I'm very proud of myself. I've managed to nip in the bud a very nasty habit of mine. You see, I do set my alarm for 7 a.m. and I do expect to wake up at that time as well, which I do, so yay me. However, for the next 2 hours I just stay in the bed and pretty much do nothing. All I do is respond to some emails, flick through some photos, read forums, have tea, go back to sleep, I suppose, kind of, just daydream. I mean, it's ridiculous. 2 potentially very productive hours are just gone. So, as I said, I did want to nip this habit in the bud before it kind of became completely out of hand. So, for the past month, I've managed to get up at 7 a.m. and no later. So, I do consider myself a bit of a winner. Anyway, so today will be all about nipping bad habits in the bud, or just nipping things in the bud that you want to nip in the bud, and as well a bit of a stroll in the botanical garden. So do join me. I will see you very soon. I'm gonna start off this tour with my favorite plant. These huge gorgeous leaves belong to Monstera deliciosa. It's also called the Swiss cheese plant, and I'm sure looking at it, it's not difficult to tell why. The more sunlight hits these leaves, the more holes they develop. And the Latin name comes from the fact that it's huge, it's monstrous, it's enormous, and the plant bears sweet, edible fruit. Therefore, Monstera deliciosa. Over here we can see the same plant, Monstera deliciosa, but this time it's the variegated version, and I think it looks very exciting. I'd love to have a plant like that in my house. I saw a lady weeding this garden for a good 2 hours. To weed means, obviously, to remove weeds. Pretty much like nipping them in the bud, just the same way I nipped in the bud my bad habits. At least the one of waking up and then rolling around like a sausage on a grill on my bed. So you see, over here we can get acquainted to the literal meaning of nipping things in the bud. But metaphorically it means to stop something at an early stage, basically before it gets the chance to develop into something more serious. For example, it's much easier to control your bad habits in the earlier stages and then not deal with them later. Anyway, so here you can see the wonderful view from the top of the greenhouse. I think it looks fantastic. There are so many flowers here, so many plants, it's incredible. And the lovely thing about this is that actually you can also buy them. Not all of them, but good 70%. So I had a lot of fun. Anyways, and here you can see my dad. Hi, Dad. Well, that's that, you guys. So I hope you really enjoyed the video. I know that for me, looking at different kind of beautiful green plants and flowers and leaves, it's just wonderful. It's extremely relaxing, and it really makes me wonder, how can nature just create something so diverse with so much variety, and everything is just living in perfect harmony. Truly, fauna and flora are amazing. They really, really are. Anyways, so today's challenge, this week's challenge, I should correct myself, is to basically tell us about something that you have managed to nip in the bud. It can be a bad habit, it can be just a habit, doesn't have to be a bad one. It can be somebody's behavior, it can be some kind of weird repetitive situation. I do assume that if you want to nip something in the bud, it has to be something more negative rather than positive, because why would you want to terminate something good? Like, we don't really nip beautiful flowers in the bud, do we? What do we nip in the bud? Weeds, I suppose? But anyways, it was lovely to be with you. If there are any questions, leave them down below. Oh, and of course, please do use the hashtag #NipInTheBud, just so we can easily find you. Okay? Have a very good one. Bye.